Something blew my mind the other day, and it's blown my mind every day since that day. So I'm figuring, I've only got a couple more years of peak testosterone. Let's get this out, because I'm probably going to forget it and get Alzheimer's someday. Alzheimer's. Fuck. Alright, so I'm here cleaning my room, Jordan Peterson style, you know what I'm saying? Looks hectic, chaotic, but I swear it's better. And maybe I can tie that in. I can probably tie that in, but so the idea is that I'm cleaning my room here. I'm putting all the books together because I had books just stacked everywhere in every corner of my room, and so I put all the books into the case. Right, I got the case over there. Put all the books in the case. I get all my old binders together. I put all my old binders together. I get all my notebooks with all my writings, poetry, nonfiction, fiction, all of it together. I put that in the location. I start throwing away all these loose papers. I threw away probably pounds and pounds of paper. So much out of my room. Just threw it away and donated it. Right? Old shoes, shirts, all of that. And I've been doing this for weeks. But just the past couple days, I went into the hectic areas. Because there's parts of my room where things just kind of build up, and I'll allow them to build up. I'll almost forget that they're there because I only occupy a certain space of my room that I don't need to go over into that space. But this time, I went into those spaces, and I tried to break them down, and I attacked them. And I started going through some drawers until I got to one drawer of shirts that I hadn't seen in 2 years, that I had totally forgotten about. I thought that I had lost them. And I just, in my head, I just go, wow, this is true poetry. As some of you guys might know, this is a classic story, right? In life can get hectic. And there's no guidelines, there's no definition, there's no set rules on how we're supposed to live our life. So we're just living our life, or how we want to live it, or how the people we respect have recommended that we live it, right? So that's how we're living our life, right? And so we'll pay attention to certain things that we believe are important, or that the people that important to us recommend to pay attention to, right? And so sometimes in life we can put things off, and we can just forget about them and throw them into the corners, right? And so if you take a step back and you take a little liberal, imaginative perspective for a second, and we think that our life might be represented by our room, right? And so if I'm going through my room or my life, and I'm getting rid of, I'm going after chaotic things in my life, right? So I'm attacking them head on instead of cowering away from them, because that's how we're supposed to go after these things, right? So I'm going through it, I'm taking care of it, and all of a sudden I find this aspect of myself that I had completely forgotten. And whether that be our drive, our compassion, our will to not smoke cigarettes, our will to not drink alcohol or eat too much sugar, because in our lives we probably have a lot of one thing like this, like compassion or drive, and then all of a sudden it starts to fade, and we don't pay attention to it. And then we start attacking it again, and then we realize that it's been there the whole time. And so I know that this is a thought going from my head into words to you, and it is going to be misinterpreted, and it's going to be, harder to translate. But it just blew my mind to think about that, You really do have to attack things. You have to be honest with yourself. You have to know where you are, who you are, and what you're doing. Or else, what are you doing? Right? Did any of that make sense? We'll find out.